Yesterday.
Nice. Nice. That was good. Don't carry. It was good.
his yard site this week. So I thought it's a problem. Let's sing a niggun from the Baal Tanya. We also have a fellow Chabad Chassid here. So let's sing, the words are from David HaMelech, from Hallel, but the Baal Tanya composed the tune. Let's do Keliyat Veda. Yehuda taught the whole yeshiva song almost 3 years ago now. Yehuda taught a song that a bacher who was nifter, who died al Kiddush Shemayim, was killed. He sang a song, and Yehuda played a video of this bacher singing the song Klein Shamash Nasat B'Tarayim, and the guys Danny handed me the neshama. That's what my kids and the guys in yeshiva. I thought I was a tin can, like fighting. Musar was like, take a tin can and get it to do something. Then I met guys who weren't having this whole story, and I saw my kids. We have souls. We should have neshama. It's not like a cute thing. It's not like something meant for like go tell a struggling guy. No. Go tell every guy in Koil Chazanish, tell every lawyer in Teaneck, every Rav in Teaneck, tell every man in Lakewood. We have neshamas. That's the way it is. Just the truth. That's just the truth. We are neshamas, like mamish. Just true. It's just true. And when this bacher is singing the song of a kind of shamash and a satavi, you see a guy who's just beautiful young man singing a kind of shama, like captured the yeshiva. So we sing this song. I want to once hear it from Yehuda. We could once listen to it, then we'll join the second time. We'll join.
נשמה שנשאת בי תהרהי אלוקיי נשמה שנשאת בי תהרהי נשם לו בקרבי ואתה עשית ממני להחזיר ולעשית לבוי כל זמן שהנשמה בקרבי מודה אני לפניך כל זמן הנשמה בקרבי מודה אני לפניך השם אלוקי ואלוקי אבותיי השם אלוקי ואלוקי אבותיי ריבונו כל המעשים אדון כל הנשמות ריבונו כל המעשים אדון כל הנשמות אלוקי נשמה שנשאת בי אלוקי נשמה שנשאת בי אלוקי אתה ונשאת יצאת אתה הפכת בי ואתה נשמה בקרבי ואתה עשית ממני ולהחזיר בי ועשית לבוא כל זמן שהנשמה בקרבי מודה אני לפניך כל זמן שהנשמה בקרבי מודה אני לפניך השם
Interesting that the process of mourning is you could become you would literally become more of a servant of Hashem. You'd watch the process, La'aleinu, but a person goes through mourning. There's a process that the way Chazal set things up. Hashem Mamish knows us. It's wild, the process of mourning. And one of the things that just happens is you see the departed. You chap, he was a neshama. You chap that. You come to that. You literally come as you go through your process. You realize there was a big soul. That's what the person was, a neshama. That's how you relate. That you literally start understanding. You want to bring it to the living. You want to look at each other like that. And I can't say it's easy to do that because we have so many distracting features. We have so many quirks and stuff. So you see a guy, we relate very physically, and we are physical. We have a body, Baruch Hashem, we're gifted with the body. And yet, when a person departs, I'm just saying what happens. The whole family says, well, this was a big neshama. That's how you relate. That's how you start understanding. The year is still negotiating. You go through your life and you negotiate a lot of the physical quirks. You figure out a lot of the stuff and your stuff, and then the ultimate place you come is that was a neshama here. Whoa, that's how you relate. That's where literally you come to. That's so. My father, the last night that he was conscious, and we thought he was coming out of the hospital. He said with my mother 5 times Elokai neshama. He wanted to say this. He said if we found later in Svarim, he's supposed to say it 5 times. We don't know. He knew a lot, so could be he knew that. I don't know. We don't know. But he asked my mother, they said together, Elokai neshama, Shenasat to be Torah, Yatabir. And they, again, by the doctors, he did not expect what happened, but his last conscious moments, his last hours with my mother, they said Elokai neshama 5 times. These precious words that were neshamas, and Elokai neshama, in an age where there's so much shame. Shame is rampant, and so many people think they did this, they had a bunch of hogwash. It's like just nonsense. People are convinced we did this, we did that, apostle, nonsense, nothing, zero. People wonder, how do I really... It's funny, Rabbi Wasnicki, Rabbi Wasnicki, we were together, and a Rav was speaking to Rabbi, he was speaking to the Rabbi of the Yeshiva. A well-meaning Rav, but a Rav who doesn't understand life so well. But he was telling the Rebbe of the Yeshiva that the guy is Shaykh Yeshiva. My life, I know Rabbi Wasnicki for many years. You don't remember Yosef. To say he was mad, he was an anger diktusha. He was so angry. The brothers told the guys could do tshuva, they could do tshuva. What are you talking tshuva? The guys are all kids, they're under 20. I never met a guy who did Averis. What are you talking? What do you do tshuva? So no shaykh, you do tshuva. What do you do? You guys can do tshuva. What is he like? What are you saying? What are you saying? What a person's having a process is it's not what's going on. It's not the sugya. We all have a sugya of tshuvas, and every year there's a sugya of tshuva. It wasn't the sugya. It's not the sugya. That's relating in a way, and it means the yid meant well. Now tshuva, if you explain what tshuva is, the Rav has to learn the sugya of tshuva. Yeah, what tshuva? He's like as some sinner, it's very Christian, like a condemned soul. There's a youngster who's searching for God. All the things people feel shame are very holy things, that they're looking for connection. They're craving God, that's it. When you're in 6th grade, craving connection comes out in funny ways. And when you're 15 and you don't know what it is, and you're not touched enough by your dad, so it comes out in interesting. Garnish with finding Hashem, a search for Hashem, and the person finds it. Elokai neshama is such precious words that we say every morning and absorb. Elokai neshama shvasat to be Torah. It's pure. It's pure. It's what. If there's words for our generation, these would be when Yehuda taught the yeshiva this song. For a year, it was like I don't want to say the song of the yeshiva, but it was. And for our age, it's a song we have to sing, and it's words that we have to absorb very, very seriously. To get to the spaces of just understanding that, it is the Baal Tanya's yard site. You read Tanya, and it's advised, you find out who we are. You read the Tanya, you see what we are, who we are. That's a tremendous avoid of today. There's confusion, who we are, what we are, and people... We could get lost in that sense. It's a very deep generation. We live in amazing times. The Dar is very pneumius. To somebody who doesn't get it, there's identity questions. It's the deepest thing people are asking. Who are we? It's a wild Dar. It's the pneumius of the Dar. It's not a generation rooted in action. It's clearly like people, there's more anxiety. This is what predicted by the Nevi'im. It says Hashem's going to take a Lev Evan, turn to Lev Basar. The guys that my children handed me tears. I've learned how to cry. I've learned to cry for my own stuff. I can cry for my stuff. I can be present. There's a Lev Basar going on. And the Psukim predicted it. Hashem said, I'm going to take your Lev Evan and turn it to Lev Basar. We're seeing that in a very sensitive generation, like incredibly sensitive and very deep, just a very deep generation. It's happening. There's a Lev Basar coming. It's such a gift and such a... I don't want to say a curse, that wouldn't be that, but it's a challenge. Better than a curse, a feeling generation, goodness me. There's anxiety, tremendous. I see in the anxiety of today, I see so much beauty. I say that there's so much pain with it. Because to be anxious, but people are feeling. Anxiety is like a human condition. We don't control a lot. We can pretend we're rooted in action. I was like a gadol adar in that feeling. Like amazing at it. And you develop tricks. If anybody wants to study, I could try to help you. Maybe I should help people with anxiety, teach them to not feel again. It's not a good idea. It's not. I'm not sure it could even be taught. I have to think about it. Can I market it? Maybe once it'd be a side job. I don't know. There was a therapist who used to train young people. Just next minyan. Hashem Yerachem. Hashem Yerachem. And he was trying to get back to Lev Evan. It's added the big. There's a Lev Busser. And then we have to work what a Lev Busser looks like. And I don't know. I don't want to say anxiety as a fact, is that I don't know. I suspect when a Lev Evan becomes a Lev Busser, so you can all of a sudden content with a lot of things when you start feeling. A guy's the first guy feeling in 100 years in a certain way. People get confused. Last year people cried. You could cry and not be specific. There are nuances in the world. I saw people that cry a lot. Doesn't mean you're nuanced to the inners. Tears are always a gift. People are emotional, but the nuances, today's dark. I watch my children. You watch a young kid. My 17-year-old daughter is much more advanced emotionally than me. I don't say it to make a generation bigger. Chas v'shalom. The last door were giants, and they were doing exactly what they were supposed to. They were giants, the actions, the asiyah, exactly what they were supposed to. If we do a half as good a job as they did, we'll thank Hashem. It's not bigger, but it's a very special generation, really, really, really special, very fascinating generation. I had my sister is a princess of action. She's a big person, and we had a conversation yesterday. We were talking about this Chazal chutzpah yaski, that the generation of Mashiach chutzpah is going to proliferate, and we were talking about this, that kids today will speak to us. Your children will speak to you in ways you didn't speak to your parents, and we say chutzpah is proliferate. Chutzpah. If it's saying it's ikvis of the Mashiach, it's the footsteps of Mashiach. So I'm saying it's a good thing. It wouldn't be a footsteps of Mashiach. If it's a bad thing, it means there's coming from a big I don't think in my life did I ever shut you down? Maybe, I didn't say my life. I don't shut down my kids. Chutzpah. It's not happening. How many times in my life did I tell you chutzpah, man? Chutzpah. I probably said it sometime because I don't remember, but not very common to say chutzpah. And Manny was stuck and not chutzpahdik, but all my kids. But there's still ways they'll speak to us. I wouldn't speak to my parents. And we live in a very pneumistic. I actually want to know what they're feeling. I want to know what they're feeling. And with my own son, I don't want to say chutzpah because I get insulted from my kids. We're human. It would be weird for a guy not to get insulted from his kids. He'd be amazingly detached. That would be horrible. And you get insulted from your wife and your children. And I learned to be insulted. It's wonderful. I used to be a tzaddik, never get insulted, and I shut down many parts of me. To be a tzaddik, no. Please, next minyan. You shut down parts and parts. You're like a quarter of a person. Half of your insides are shut down. Beautiful insides. Instead, why not be insulted? Why not go on a walk? You're insulted. You don't have to hold it to the person. You're insulted. Okay? Be insulted. It's very good to be insulted. Hashem built us right. It's very good. You learn stuff. You figure out stuff. Then your lave is open and your mom is close to your children. You're close to your wife. Guy doesn't get insulted from his wife. He's just out of touch. It's dishonest. Instead, be insulted is such a good thing. It's so healthy. Once in a blue, you can even say, wow, that hurt me. Imagine a man saying that crazy world. Hashem built us incredibly right. He mamish made us right. People say, well, too sensitive a generation, all these sensitivities, they're just raising, finicky people baloney. It's not true. So that's a merida against Hashem. It's a very deep generation. And it's very cool to be sensitive. But I don't get it. You're just going to lie in bed all day, wallowing in self. No, you're going to feel Hashem made us right. You don't be, if you have to ignore everything, you don't have to ignore everything. You actually can be present to things. And the leiv is pasuach, and you get crazy places from a leiv patuach. You'll actually feel other people. You know how many guys call you out when you shut down things? I mean, you're not feeling nothing. We're talking, that's not... It's not a person has leiv patuach and in a dar that the pashut has a leiv basar, incredible leiv basar. So yeah, people are experiencing and feeling, and there's a sugya. Had Mo Muller, we're very close for a long time. When he was a youngster, he used to tell me that Rebbe, I see you like when I cry. He used to tell me, I feel badly. I've asked the Mechila before, like what a mean person. I'd watch him cry. You guys feel, remember, I'm like a gadol, I'm like ignoring the whole inside. And I see a person who's feeling, I was nishaymin, I was amazed by it. I was amazed, I wanted to cry with him and can't. And today, thanks to friends, to my children, I can cry with somebody because I can cry my own stuff, I can feel my own stuff. It's wonderful. Wonderful to be present to your stuff. You don't have to ignore. It's not about wallowing, and it's about being present to your story. It's Hashem made us right. It's not a crazy thing. It's like a nutty thing to think. Our inside is as beautiful as our outside. We think like the messy inner world, the outer world's all designed. The inner world's just as beautiful, more beautiful. It's wonderful. All our stuff, all our interesting things. There's this beautiful space in Avodas Hashem. The whole Tillim is the beautiful inside of the Yid. The whole Tillim is the beautiful inside of being afraid, of being uncertain. We talk about anxiety. I'm not making light of something that's a challenge, that's complicated. I watch people with anxiety learn to relate to things, learn to be present to things. They have to plan it and think it and connect to things in incredible ways. It doesn't work, the hustle, bustle, run. I beg the guys, don't run to Kyle, skip the paycheck of the on time, all this funny stuff. Stop coming on time. Don't tell Rabbi if he wants to not let me come back. Come late, just come present, be present. Just smile. And the Shmiras Hastarn campaigns are very dangerous, remarkably dangerous. Many a Kol young man has been felled with these type of things. Come. I apologize. No, I don't know here the policies. Whatever is good, it's all good. But I just say come. The door is locked. You can come late. Oh yeah. Come b'simcha. Come b'simcha and be present. Mamish, be present. Mamish, look at your chavrusa. Your chavrusa is late. There's like shame, nonsense. Look at you. I'm into time. I'm getting more on. The more I understand this, the more on time I'm becoming. It's not about making a hefkeris. It's about being present. Come and enjoy your chavrusa. Open the Gemara. First say hello to each other. His ladies on time. The guy's happy. Relax. Maybe we should learn a little Torah. The Torah, I've been speaking a lot on this trip. Some people sing Zmiris to say Torah. They say a vart, like, I'll go to a chasna and I'll sit at a rabbi's table. Nobody means bad, and it's a beautiful thing. People like sharing varts. Now, varts, Torah is good. I promise Torah is good, and it's good when they're uncomfortable. It's a big tzidkus. They're uncomfortable, and they're saying a vart. We also, hi, you can meet somebody. You can really see somebody. Hi. It's interesting. I'll tell you something funny. I was driving. There's all tape. My wife's going to kill me. I was driving with some young guys in Yeshiva. There were some young guys, Raizon's Talmidim Yeshiva. Raizon's relationship to guys, an honest, comfortable relationship. I brought some guys back from Lakewood. They were in my car. They weren't talking the most clean. They were cursing. It was geschmack. And I want to say that I appreciated more the trip than a guy saying, now I'm not making fun of the guy. Rebbe, can I ask a shayla? The guy means well, completely. You're supposed to ask a question, okay? Can Hashem make a stone? Whatever he wants to ask. Whatever he wants to. Can we just listen to the Mecca together? Be present. Don't worry. I felt so comfortable, so nice that I watch Raizon relate. He's not like work. The guys relate. Hi, Rabbi. And come, you watch guys come to shit, and they talk, they argue, they fight, they present. And we manage, we're souls. It's not like a cute slogan. We're good neshamas. We can be present. Divrei Torah and Zmiris. I don't mind if somebody uses it to be comfortable. It's not the end of the world. It's not a bad thing. I'd rather sing with my family that we're all comfortable. Then we could sing. The Pesach Seder is not a night of words. We sit together as a mishpacha. Everybody should be comfortable. And let's together. Let's have a Seder. Beautiful Seder. And it's nothing wrong if somebody says tons of words. The kids could say words. It's not a problem. Words are good. And if somebody's even using Torah to be comfortable, it's not to make fun. It's a good thing. And if there are people that were uncomfortable, it's not a taina. A world of asiyah. We're in a generation that's very, very present. If you mock the previous start, it's an Aveira Chamura. And when people, the laugh in the room is not laughing at a generation. It's celebrating that we're getting to very close. The place is on the backs of the last generation. They brought us here, with us here. So a friend of mine who woke me up to the inner world is brilliant. And he told me he thinks if he's a genius. I don't think this way. The guy was thinking like two in one generation, or how it would look. He said we'd be in shambles, our people. He said Hashem, could you imagine Hashem got it right when and what? The guy I can't even think about this. This guy contemplating his misplaining Eliyahu Mendel, was trachting about he woke me up to my inner world. And he was and it's not tamak in the slightest mamish. Not at all, literally not. I think about the people I'd be mocking. It would be crazy. Heroes, giants, soldiers, warriors. It's supposed to be this way. And the Nukudu is here. Svarim talk about this. Svarim talk about the generation of Mashiach being more feminine. This is all spoken about. There's not a chiddush. There's not new. These are pashut things you could read in Svarim about what we're experiencing. So these are the Nevi'im, the Rebbeinu Shalom runs a good world. One has to accept himself. It's interesting, all of us, we're building homes, Danny. The home has to be positive. It starts that you have to make a light in your own inner world. That's the first light to make, accept. Don't fix, don't correct, don't battle, accept. Make a very big light inside, freilich, b'simcha. Don't worry. And it's not like working, the person thinks about the shame of youth, like working tshuva. No, you would have loved that. You would have, today, all of us, take any of those 6th graders, we would just love the kid. The kid's an angel, please. Please. Not okay, you can change, that's not you. No, it's good. So, I want to share something with the Chevra that I heard yesterday. It's been an incredible trip, coming with Rai Brownstein, coming with Rai Zone, coming with Mo Muller, coming with the Chevra. It's been an amazing trip. And we just had good experiences to be at the different yeshivas. I made a commitment. You can go to 100 places and be at none. And you're just running. You could be nowhere. It's all nothingness. Or you could actually be somewhere and enjoy it. Trying just to enjoy. Mo has been arranging and doing. My kids, Menachem, has been amazing. But I'm just trying to be present and enjoying we've been to different yeshivas. It's interesting to feel the flavor of different yeshivas, different places. We desire to be around to meet tzaddikim, to meet Yidden. Yidden we're good people, and to enjoy Yidden, to be present to our people. And along the way, somebody told me a Yid I was zeichen to meet. I very much appreciated him, and he told me a Torah thought that I'm going to give you. Just told me yesterday. I think it's amazing. His diuk, man, he is fantastic. He asked that Parai, Hashem saying what Parai is going to say. Hashem says to Moshe and Aaron saying, Ki yadabra aleichem Parai lemer, when Parai says to you, Tenu lachem meifes. The word lachem, you almost can't read. Is anybody a pshat? Parai is going to say to you, Tenu lachem meifes, give for you a miracle. Tenu lanu meifes. Parai is going to say, prove your mettle. Show me a miracle. You're saying you speak for God. Show me. So, Tenu lanu meifes. Give us. Proof. He says, Tenu lachem meifes. Tell Aaron, throw your stick and it will become a snake. What's Tenu lachem meifes? Tenu lanu meifes. What's pshat? The diak's like wild. He's just right. I learned the parish on the plane. I care about words a lot. Tenu lanu maifis. He's right. Tenu lachem. I was shocked. I was going on the parasha when I study. I'm like literally looking. I'm looking at this like this is what you notice. This is what you learn. Tenu lachem maifis. What's pshat? What would Zaidi say, man? My father was rooted in pshat. What I'm going to tell you, I don't know if maybe he would love it. He actually would love it. They always train me. What's the pshat then? See, I go to see the shtar, but I wait a minute because I do like, what's the pshat? What's tenu lachem? How do you read that? Tenu lachem. That is tenu lachem. Give for yourselves a miracle. Give for us.
Repeat the question.
Yeah, Pare says, thank you for asking. I like that. I like that. He's right. He's just beautiful. There's no like speeches. You say like, if somebody didn't get a question, there's nothing to study. There's nothing. You can say anything you want. A question is friction. A question creates. That's how you get anywhere in life. Friction. Souls are put here to experience friction, and from the friction they produce Kiddush Hashem. Friction's good. A question is friction. So Naftali, very good. Thank you. I learned more from you asking what's the question than from me saying the question. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Rebbe, I took a lot when Rebbe took out the Torah. Somebody asked a question. Rebbe took out the Torah to check. Rebbe said, you have to ask.
We were trying to figure out the dots, and there's so many dots in a Chumash. And there's even a Rashi that the pasuk has 3 dots, and then there's really 4 dots. One was a chaylim. The chaylim is all confused. So once we look at the Torah, we showed in the Torah it doesn't have the chaylim; it just had the 3 dots. It was wonderful to open the Torah and learn. It was wonderful. What's this tenu lachem maifis? It's Pare. Hashem says that Pare is going to say to you, Moshe and Aaron, tenu lachem maifis. Give for yourself a miracle. Pare is going to ask, give for us a miracle. Tenu lanu maifis. Pare is going to say, prove. Let me see your men. Let me see your stuff. You're really a man of God. Do for us a miracle. He doesn't say for us. He says, tenu lachem maifis. Do for yourselves a miracle. He wants a miracle for me. So this Yid said yesterday, it said a remarkable pshat. He said, Tenu lachem maifis. He said in Mitzrayim they had all the miracles of the world, but it's all tricks. The doer of the miracles not impressed. You know, the magician. I can't stand when people try to figure out tricks. I never try to figure out. It's like a schmuck if you know the trick. Please, don't ask the magician. People like looking to cat. I just love the show. You ruin the... I don't want to know. Shlomo Levinger is my friend. He does all the tricks, and I just go wild. The second I know the trick, I'll never enjoy it again. I just like enjoying what he's doing. It's great. I like when guys in yeshiva experience friendship and brotherhood. So you have brothers who are talented, and it's just... a kid comes to yeshiva, feels alone. He finds that he doesn't get a yeshiva, he gets a world. He has brothers, he meets Sammy. So I was with some guys who mamish felt very alone in the world. We were in a restaurant. And in walked Shlomo Levinger, learned in yeshiva. So I said, should you do some tricks? And he started doing some tricks in the restaurant. They were like, their brothers, like this talented guy. He took a ring and put it on a guy's finger and took it off and started doing, the whole restaurant was going nuts. There was a yeshiva man there. So I know what you do that again. Then he was worried the ring should go on in his bagadish. It was very cute. It was very geschmack. It was very geschmack. He freaked out. Take it off. Put it off. Very interesting. But Lamaisa, I don't want to know his trick, Charlie. I don't want to know what he does. Nebuch, he knows his trick. You think he's like amazed? Wow. He knows whatever sleight of hand he has, he's well aware. And the trick doesn't mean much to him. It means something to us because we don't know. You don't try to figure it out. To me, it's like you do, Sammy? But isn't it? Then you're never going to have a good time. I don't care. That's a personal thing. Maybe I'm like stifling curiosity to figure it out. I just think it's much more geschmack. Not, what's geschmack? The guy did a great thing. People look online today. You find online you busted the magician. Yeah, it's achizas einayim. It's not magic. They're sleight of hand. Maybe it's a mitzvah to do that. Like it shouldn't look like magic. Maybe it's keep going, saying it.
The Goddessman did a magic trick on me. I told him I'm not inviting him for Shabbos until he tells me.
I only invite him if he doesn't tell me. Then it's geschmack, you know. You know, the whole trick's busted. The bottom line is in Mitzrayim, the magic was only for others. Because the Mitzrayim was a place of magic, but the doer was not impressed. The doer, and what Paroi said to Moshe is, Tnu lachem meifes. Do a magic trick, do something amazing. You're saying you're Hashem, you're out of this world, not from this world. Do something that's a meifes for yourself. We only have a meifes for others. Tnu lachem meifes. Do a miracle that's a miracle for you. It's out of this world, it's beyond you. One of the nicest things I've heard in my life. That's what I say to every Rebbe, every mechanech, every parent. Tnu lachem meifes. You could give something. Rebbe comes, he wants to be like Geshmak. Chevra, unbelievable. Stop being Geshmak for them. Tnu lachem meifes. Learn in a way that you enjoy. Learn in a way you enjoy. Stop being. My father had a tremendous Abbas HaTorah. He taught Torah for 50 years. He never was trying to be Geshmak for another person, never. There was no tricks, no get the Chevra and that, no. He was excited by Torah. He always learned his way. He didn't play for a crowd. He was Geshmak, but he was Geshmak because he had a Geshmak. He loved Taisvis, Arashi, Gemara would make him laugh. It was such a mechaya for him. He enjoyed. Now, two things could happen if the Rebbe enjoys. Tnu lachem meifes. Two things happens. Either because you enjoy Dvar me'yotzim min halev, nechnas malev, the other person also. It's Geshmak to learn by somebody who's present. And this, even if a guy doesn't have Geshmak, it's very beautiful to see somebody who's having a Geshmak in Torah. It's nice to be around. And I saw his longevity. He didn't burn out. Because how long can you be Geshmak for somebody else? If the trick for you, a magician, he's not loving his show, I guarantee. He's not like, we're all sitting there, wow. He's not like, wow. Okay, if he's paid well, he could probably extend his career. Thank you, Charlie. I'll see you Shabbos.
I'm thinking about PC right now.
Thank you, Charlie. I want you to know on this young man, on Charlie Braid, it goes around. He has given tzitzis to thousands of Yidden, probably tens of thousands. That's exaggeration. Me and Charlie are not numbered, guys. He put tzitzis on a Yid. He has handed tzitzis. Thank you, Charlie. I'll see you, Charlie. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you in 20 minutes.
He's on time and I'm working. Get in there, get in. Talk about time, but let's get back here. Yeah. The Tnu lachem meifes, this word is a remarkable word. This is like to build a life on. He says, do something that's godly, that you're nishtaima from. That's out of yourself. You're connected to Hashem. You're speaking about Hashem. Tnu lachem meifes, not lanu meifes. Lanu is what you, Tnu lachem meifes, that to you is something extraordinary. You yourself feel it's extraordinary. Our type of magic, Paroi says, is only for other people. Your type of man, not do for us, that though you just be the same type of magician we are. Do lachem, something that for you is extraordinary. It's outside of you, you're in the shtayman from. That's what Paroi asked Moshe Rabbeinu. And that's the task of handing to others is something that's precious to us, to ourselves, if it's wonderful for us. At times in Shiur you'll learn them. I'm sorry, you'll learn with the group second Seder. Usually the Chaver's into it. Sometimes I'm the only guy into it. So it's Geshmak. Nice, you learning Arab Psach, beautiful. Sometimes the Chaver's Geshmak, and sometimes they're not. So I'll be into it. I'll be present. And sometimes I'm not present either, and then we'll all together the same. But if we could do lanu, if we can absorb ourselves and be present ourselves, and chinuch is not to tell the child who made the tree, it's for us to see the tree and to enjoy. Like say thank you, it's for us to say thank you to our wives. Tnu lachem meifes, beautiful, beautiful understanding. Could we sing another song? You don't know how to say Lemikta Sheikh Tov. During COVID, So we had a lot of people learning Torah together. It was a very unusual, everybody remembers the unusual times. We had this Zoom, this gathering. We were together, a lot of people, and it was the whole Akashikacha, it was whacked. And Zoom is a terrible chill today. Why don't you give a Zoom share? There's aimed the fact because it's just, it's horrible. But that's what you have, it's the best thing in the world. And it really was beautiful. It's like hard to picture Zoom. We were so together because that's what we had, and what you have is beautiful. That's at the time. That was the together you could have, and we had a large people come in. We would sing. I didn't know you can't even sing on Zoom. What did that look like? But we did it, and they sang Erev Shabbos. They would sing. People told me a guy is a Rebbe in Chicago. Manny, I met a guy who's a Rebbe in Chicago. He said he was an intellectual good guy. No shaykhs to I said, our community, we're just Yidden, so we're all shaykh, but you wouldn't think this Yid, that Yid. And he said I was at a very low point in my life. He pulled me to the side. He said I was at a low point in my life. He said that the Zoom saved my life. He's described the singing. He described the singing specific. Shlomo came with me to Chicago. We visited Manny there. He said the singing saved my life. He said I would tune in. The Erev Shabbos, Lamikta Sheikh, other people have told me. The guy was emotional. The guy said it saved my life. He said I was at a very, very low place. The space he was in during COVID was very toxic. And he said it saved my life. He said I was hearing music. The guy said a quote, Reb David. He said it saved my life. I told you this, it's amazing. Many of this, the Limikta Sheikh Tov's Erev Shabbos, wild. I can tell you from mine, but Chaim and Shlomo Beringston, they sang this song every Erev Shabbos. That was the minhag on Zoom. Limikta Sheikh Tov, many people told me that that's the Limikta Sheikh, what it did to their Shabbos, what it did to their home. So that's in Yerushalayim for sure. Character of the Shafraya. Such an honor to be here. Such an honor. I like a lot in a place of warmth. Warm start, you know what a warm yeshiva is? The yeshiva is good to his wife. That's a warm yeshiva. That if the Rebbeim are good to each other, now it's really warm. If it spills even to Bachram, now mamish. But that's the start. I like brothers close together, family, close. That's how all friendship, I like the two brothers here. That gives families know if they're twins in the family, it makes the whole mishpah, supposedly. I don't have twins. I always daven for twins, a quirky thing. My wife's, it's a riot that my wife's bigger than me. I don't need to be she always daven for not twins, and I should be something. So it's one of my proofs, one of my many proofs. But I always like twins. And they say in a family, when the twins, it brings the family. Have you ever heard that? That's what I've heard. But it makes sense, such a thing. Whenever there's kirva, Manny had a group of friends in yeshiva. They're very close. It made the whole yeshiva close. It's interesting. A fake friendship is divisive. People are cliquey. Every yeshiva that's better for that, you should have groups. I mean, 100 people, I don't know, equal friends. That's ridiculous. People have chaver and eman. It's normal, but a healthy group makes Menachem's chaver. I'm speaking them. You guys, his chaver made the whole yeshiva closer. The chaver made the whole yeshiva in their friendship, brought the whole yeshiva closer. That's the theory. If the twins in a family, there's a certain kirva that it brings to the whole family. I like in yeshiva brothers. Changes in Chabura, then we all become in that friendship and closeness of brothers everybody can hop in there. I love that they're brothers. I mixed up. I saw Yitzhak and Sado. I got confused a bit. They're each good looking in their own right. But brothers in Chabura is wonderful. In Yeshiva, we have a lot of brothers, and I just like it. The brothers hang together are close. Ashi with his brothers. Ashi takes care of his brothers, brought his brothers to Yeshiva. Brothers are very, very... Mo Muller has a brother, he's mamish, just close with, just nice. A very big fan of Mibasarich al Tesalim, Goyim al Nafshish Chassid, being kind to your brother. Call up your sister, call her brother, give her a call and talk. I come here, so one of my highlights is being with my sister. I do want to get moving, because I want to get to my sister. After the Teres Chaim, then I hang. I grew up, she was one of my best friends growing up. We played a lot of ball together. She's competitive. She said to my kids she never lost to Dodge a Machanaim game in her life. That I don't know. I wasn't. She was very competitive. But being the family, our own children, the energy of children, the love, that the world's an olam chesed. Don't be good to your kids. Always going to go off the derech. You don't want them to say this. Stop overthinking the thing. Child, I see a father, Danny here with his son, Sonny. Beautiful. A father and son took a trip together. Precious. The light of that. It's not a hechetimsa, because otherwise they'll go off to... It's nothing to do with that. Go with your sons. I'm sleeping by Manny's house. It's a light. A father and son is delightful. It's precious. Early morning, my early morning. An early morning coffee with Manny, just drinking coffee. Delightful. Wonderful. It's like such a light. A father and a son. I'll tell you something funny. I struggle with it. I'm like the great buster of chills in America. Because you go into a room, the room's excited, and we're going to Teres Chaim in a few minutes. We have a lot of people talking. It's mamish fun. Then I'll walk in. Shh. You just made everybody uncomfortable. Then we're talking nice. Maybe don't come in. Who said nechetesi? People are talking and enjoying and being nice to each other. That's the biggest light in the world. Maybe I'll say something that will make more, that they'll schmooze more after. So then maybe you'll let us say shower. I saw my father that his priorities were very straight, incredibly straight. He's a person who used time like nobody I knew. Nobody. His on time, his punctual. What happened to me? We could talk a different time. But his punctuality, his time, his use of time is otherworldly. Crazy. But he fit in a day his busiest years of his life or his last 2 years. What he put in a day is it's not believable. But calm, but a person who was not stressed. He was just calm and present, but his day was retarded. But nothing in the morning. He's an old. It's not like so as an old yid, you tell people about what he was when he was young. Like you should know back. My brother was the same young guy. He took his kollel skiing for heaven's sake. Like, he was just a young man, and I've forgotten out what I wanted to say. What I want to say, man. I'm still with
Priorities.
Yeah, thank you, Menachem. Come to Teres Chaim. But my father had priorities very straight. And with all his busyness, for another Yid Simcha or another Yid, he would go to every Simcha. Went to every Chas Navar, but he went nightly to Simchas, many nights. Him and my mother, but not a groan, not zero, just like, of course, it was like so geschmack for him. Like really, like happily. He went to Chas Navar, to L'chaim, and nightly. And B'Simcha Rabbah, it was very clear what's better than making Yid happy. He liked singers a lot. Performers were very big in his world. The soldiers, a soldier in Eretz Yisrael, he was mechabed, fighting for our people. He to a soldier. I saw all my life. Singers were a big thing. They make people happy. They were like they came off the Gemara. A singer was mamish, a big thing by him. They sang for Yidden. Making happy is a big thing. It's a real thing. It's everything. See, coming through, people like enjoying, shh. Let's all get quiet and awkward and make it dicey. Maybe they shouldn't get, maybe the Chaver should talk. So if you could say things that could facilitate more talking, then talk, maybe. But Yidden should talk, should speak to each other, should encourage each other. And it starts with our own mishpacha, to talk to our wives, encourage, speak, enjoy, be misamech somebody, see somebody. Holy, Kodesh Kadashim, holiest thing. And to talk to see brothers in a chabura, and to talk to another yid, to befriend another yid, to speak, to encourage is holy. It's hard to think of a holier thing in the world. I don't know if there's a holier thing to encourage another yid. It's interesting to me. Does it say, Manny? It speaks about giving tzedakah al menashe yichya b'ni. Does it say on any other mitzvah to do it al menashe yichya? Did you ever see put on tefillin on Rashi Yechia B'nai? I'm asking, I don't know. It's the Chazal say you're allowed to give tzedakah on condition, like ask Hashem on condition something happens. I'm asking if it says it on any other mitzvah. I'm not telling you the pshat because I don't know. We have to research. That say it in any other mitzvah. I don't think on another mitzvah, it doesn't make sense to me. Hashem, I'll put on tefillin tefillin's not for him, it's for us mitzvahs. The only one that you could say to Hashem is be good to another, that I could say for you, God. Because besides for you that it's good, it's also good Hashem cares about him too. The only mitzvah that I could verbalize to Hashem